I want to read to you a passage from the Talmud, probably written around 1800 years ago. Rabbi Yitzchak said, "In the year that the Mashiach, the Messiah, will be revealed, all the kings of the world will fight with each other. The king, or the leader, which is what it really means, of Persia, which in today's terms would be Iran, will fight with the king of Arabia, most likely in today's terms, Saudi Arabia. And the king of Arabia will go to Edom and take advice from them." Edom, in Jewish tradition, refers to the Christian Western world, and so this is probably likely to represent the most dominant country in the Western world. Most likely, if we had to pick it, we would say America. And it says, "The king of Persia, in return, will set out to destroy the whole world, and all the nations of the world will make noise and panic, fall on their faces, and feel pains like the pangs of childbirth. And Israel will also shout out and panic and wonder, 'Where can we escape to? Where can we escape to? Where can we escape to?' But God will say to them, 'My children, don't be afraid. Everything I did was only for your sake. So why are you afraid? Don't be afraid. The time of your redemption has arrived.' And this last redemption," God says, "will not be like the previous one. After the previous redemption, you had suffering and were under the rule and slavery of the nations. But after this final redemption, there will be no more suffering, nor will you be under the rule of nations." This is just utterly mind-blowing. The fact that this was written nearly 2,000 years ago, and it looks like a perfectly plausible commentary on the current situation, which has only just recently developed. It's just utterly remarkable. And hopefully this can give us some confidence and strength that we have a God who is in control, and that the Jewish people have come through far too much for God to be done with Israel. What's clearly going to happen, and what we're going to see manifesting, is God's hand being revealed behind all these events. It's totally miraculous and bizarre in and of itself that the world is so obsessed with Israel, that people, whether they're in Melbourne, Australia, or in Tokyo, Japan, or in Washington, America, have such an intense obsession, whether for good or for bad, with Israel. But what's happening is God is handing the Jewish people the microphone and encouraging us to share the message that he gave to us all those years ago at Mount Sinai. And the destiny of the world and the Jewish people is coming to fruition.